Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. This is another kind of a trail tip video. Just wanted to go over with you guys. I came across a couple of things that made me think of it today, and I just wanted to share with you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. First part of the trail tip, guys, is if you ride anywhere where there's a chance of wildfire, whether it's like in forested area like where I'm at now, or even just like a prairie, you always want to try to park your vehicle. Doesn't matter what it is. It could literally be a dirt bike all the way up to a truck. You want to try to park your vehicle in a big open spot. You don't want to park on dead branches, you don't want to park in tall brush, you don't want to park on any weeds, and you definitely don't want to park on top of or near any bushes, because there's that chance that the heat from the engine as well as the exhaust can actually, if it's dry enough, it can actually start smoldering, and then after you drive or ride away, it can actually cause like a fire. So first part of the trail tip, I know it kind of somewhat clashes with my previous trail tips. I'll leave that video down below, but I feel like that one's a little bit different. As you can see, there's tons of space where I've parked. I'm right in the middle of the most open gravel. I'm not on top of any brush or any dead leaves or anything like that. So if randomly someone came up this abandoned 2-track, they would be able to get around and not cause any issue. But I will leave that video down below. It's a prime example of what you don't do in the backcountry. But this one's a little bit different because of the size of the vehicle I'm on as well as the location of it. I go into more depth in that video. You can go check it out after this one. On to the second and third part of the trail tips. All right, so this one is a little bit more specific to areas where there is mining. So it might not obviously work for some people's trail tips, but it is one that I feel like should be said because I do get comments and questions on it from my videos. So you can see I'm standing in front of another portal that I found. And this is kind of a two-part, so it's part 2 and 3 of this trail tip video. So the first part is you never want to go into any type of mine. And again, a lot of my trail tips are like common sense. That is not like a jab or a insult to anybody. It's just some of it is common sense to some people that have been outdoors, and some of it people might not know. And that's why I like doing these videos. But the first part of this one is you never want to go into even just the entrance of a mine site. So there's just so many factors that can cause issues. One, you never know when something's going to give way, no matter your location. You never know what's going to happen. Something could give, a timber could fall, dirt slide in on one side, so it's not a good idea to begin with. But then there's also, if there's not enough oxygen, if there's carbon monoxide, you can't smell or taste it, so you could get affected even just being near the entrance if there's not active airflow. So the first part is you never want to go into any mine site that you find just because the fact that it's a safety hazard is what it is. The third part of the trail tip video is you also don't want to go into a mine opening or site, shaft, portal, whatever, because there actually is a chance that it could be an animal den. Usually you would be able to smell if there is an active animal den in there, but you also don't know. Something would be right inside, they heard you coming, they heard the vehicle, the ATV, whatever it is, and so they darted in here rather than going up into the brush or the trees. So it kind of goes hand in hand of why you don't want to go into a mine. One, for your own personal safety because something had happened to you, but two, the nature aspect. A lot of the mine sites around where I explore a lot of times have back gates installed. They're in some of my previous videos. I'll try to link those down below just so you can kind of see an example of them. And that's obviously meant for small creatures, and more specifically bats, to be able to come in and out without large animals or more specifically people going into one. This one's pretty far up here. Clearly it's not been remediated because you can see that there's an opening back there. There's that old saying, I know it's really corny, but I feel like it's a perfect one to live by when it comes to mine sites if you explore in these type of areas. Stay out and stay alive. Alright guys, that's it for this trail tip. I know some of these sometimes seem redundant or common sense to some people, but I also know I've had people comment and reach out to me and say that they actually didn't know something that I talked about in the video. So these are by no means to be just written law and this is what you should do. This is more of just stuff that I've come across when I've been out exploring where I live. Obviously, if you live in the desert, whole different list of stuff that you got to watch out for. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. Comment down below. Thank you so much for every single one of you. A lot of new subscribers to the channel. Welcome, guys. Stay safe while you're out there. We'll catch you guys on the next one. I'm going to keep enjoying this view. Get out there and explore.